How to sing Screamo. Screamo is a subgenre of post-hardcore emo that was popularized by bands like Thursday, Alexisonfire, Silverstein, Poison the Well, and The Used. However, the Screamo technique of screaming growling has been used by singers across a wide variety of genres, from heavy metal to jazz. Screamo singing can be very hard on the vocal cords and can potentially cause permanent damage to your voice, therefore it's important to learn how to do it safely and correctly. Part 1. Getting the right technique. 1. Breathe from your diaphragm. One of the most important things to learn when practicing any singing style is how to breathe from your diaphragm. This allows you to take in more oxygen, helping you to hold notes, or screams, for much longer and avoid getting out of breath while performing. When you breathe from your diaphragm, your stomach should expand as you inhale and contract when you exhale. Learning how to breathe correctly and naturally from your diaphragm takes practice. Therefore, you should start doing daily deep breathing exercises to improve your technique. 2. Get the right vocal tension. You will have different levels of tension in your vocal cords, depending on how high or low you sing or scream. For example, when you sing in a low voice, your voice box will move down, making your vocal cord tension loose. When you sing in a high voice, your voice box moves up, making your vocal cords tight. Good Screamo singing is all about control, and in order to have control you need to be aware of how vocal cord tension works and how you can manipulate it. Once you can control vocal tension, you will easily be able to move between high and low registers, even while screaming. A good practice technique is to hum along with the sound of your car engine as you rev it up. This warms up your vocal cords and allows you to practice moving from high to low registers. 3. Start at a low volume. Many inexperienced Screamo singers damage their voices by trying to scream too loudly. However, one of the best-kept secrets of successful singers is that they actually scream kind of quietly, as weird and contradictory as that sounds. Don't try to scream at the top of your lungs on your first attempt. Start at a low volume, and as your voice gets stronger you can gradually increase the volume. The beauty of Screamo is that you can let the microphone do most of the work while you're performing. Even a quiet scream can rattle your audience's teeth when amplified by a good sound system. You can also produce deeper sounds by cupping your hands around the microphone or by moving your mouth in specific ways as you sing. The best thing you can do is just to play around and experiment with it until you find a sound that you like. 4. Record yourself singing. One of the best ways to improve your screaming technique is to record yourself singing and then watch it back later, no matter how awkward this might feel. This can help you to pick up on things like poor posture or pitch problems which you would never have been aware of otherwise. Recording yourself allows you to really hear what you sound like and become aware of where you need to improve. The first step to improving your singing is to recognize your mistakes. 5. Work with a vocal coach. Vocal coaching and Screamo singing may not sound like two things that should go together, but screamers can actually benefit hugely from some professional training. In fact, famous frontmen Randy Blythe, Corey Taylor, and Robert Flynn have all improved their screaming technique and learned how to properly care for their voices thanks to professional vocal training. A vocal coach will work with you to train and strengthen your voice. Even a couple of sessions can be worth the money, as your coach will teach you some breathing and warm-up exercises which you can practice at home. Alternatively, you could try to get your hands on a book called The Zen of Screaming by Melissa Cross, which is pretty much the definitive guide to safe yet awesome sounding Screamo. Part 2. Protecting your vocal cords. 1. Drink plenty of warm drinks. It's a good idea to drink slightly warm water before rehearsing or performing. The water helps to clear and lubricate the throat, while also keeping you hydrated. Warm water is better than cold water as it warms up your vocal cords. You could also drink tea or coffee, but remember not to add any milk or cream. Dairy products coat the throat and increase phlegm production, making singing harder. 2. Use a throat spray. Using a throat spray moisturizes your throat and helps to prevent your vocal cords from becoming damaged. The most popular throat spray for singers is called Entertainer's Secret, as it is a non-medicinal spray which relieves pain and irritation without numbing the throat. It is available for purchase online. 3. Don't use any numbing products on your throat. It's a bad idea to use any numbing sprays or lozenges, even if they help to relieve vocal pain. Pain is your body's way of telling you that something is wrong, so if you're numb to that pain you can do serious damage to your vocal cords and potentially ruin your voice without even realizing it. 4. Give your voice a chance to recover. When singing Screamo, one of the most important things to remember is not to push yourself too hard. If you start to feel any pain, burning, or irritation, you should stop immediately and wait a couple of days for your voice to recover. Trying to sing through the pain, however rock star that sounds, will only hurt your voice more and potentially cause irreversible damage. Tips. Make sure to keep at least a bottle of water with you on stage if you're performing. Avoid beverages with high levels of acidity. Fizzy drinks make it harder to sing. Also avoid milk or other dairy products. It produces sticky mucus on the vocal cords, making it harder to sing or scream. Screaming, after getting used to the feeling, should come up to about the same level as your usual singing voice. The mic does the rest of the work. Remember you're using a mic, so you don't have to scream as loud you'd think. You can also cheat and cup the mic with your hands to help with the volume and sound. Before screaming, warm up the vocal cords. Start off by whispering, but still screaming. Then attempt to push the scream out. Learn to move from a scream to normal singing and back. Practice. Eventually, you will get used to the feeling and can explore different types of screams used by different bands like Atreyu, Chelsea Grin, Swing Kids, Orchid, Sisha, The Used, etc. Warnings. Singing Screamo incorrectly can permanently damage your vocal cords, so remember to always warm your voice up first, to use proper singing techniques and to stop immediately if you feel any pain.